Is this mountain one. And that'll give it some texture. Do I want that? Actually, yeah. So you can line this up if you want to. This is a mountain pocket. Is what I call it. I don't know what everybody else calls it. Then you bring your two peaks up to where they're kind of level if you want them to. If not, that's okay too. Then you're going to crease your paper with your bone folder. It helps that. And then you're going to take the two bottom parts or the valleys of them two mountains, and you're going to fold one over and match it up with the bottom. We don't want to go past this little thing, but there again, it's a judgment call. I'm not measuring. And we're going to take this one. We don't want to go past here, so judgment once again, and just fold the folds of the pocket. If you're inking, now is a good time to ink. This is a shot. And you don't have to ink every little edge, so you can look like I'm doing as I'm going to see which fold is going to be on the outside. See, I got these two, and I got that one, I got that one. Now I need to get this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little glue across the bottom here. Smush it down. I need to get my so that is one pocket. Our next pocket is this one. Let's see what I got in here. Oh, this would look good maybe. So you take your paper. Here's my body. I have the top facing me. And we're going to flip it over. And fold it in half. Just bone fold it. It will help it lay down. I'm going to fold this in half this way. The food's making me hungry. So now we have folds. Let me show you where they're at. So we got a fold here and we got a fold here, and the top is up here where I'm at. I'll take this side and I'm going to fold it up to about right in there. Just kind of judge it because you don't want it going over this crease line. Then we're going to go the opposite side over here, and we're going to make a smaller fold. See the difference? We still got all this room before there. So we're kind of about halfway maybe. Fold it down. And what I'm going to do is trim these because I don't like all that bulk in my pocket. And it depends on what you're working on as to whether you want the heavier pockets and stuff as opposed to the thinner ones. Like this one's going to be folded about 3 or 4 times. So it's going to have plenty of space to, plenty of support. But if it's a standalone pocket like this one, then it needs more than just that sheet. Maybe fold your page in half, so when we get to that I will show you how to fold it in half. I'll put a little pocket. I am going to ink this one, have it up across that top. So now we have big side over here, little side up here. And fill up this and make sure that you don't have ink or glue. I keep saying ink today, but you don't have any glue on your page because it will stick. So now we're going to cut from here to here and stop. Right there, right in the middle. And what happens is you're going to fold it just like this. So see why I said this needs to be towards you? That way it's right side up. Now, I can go in and take this little piece of scrap and glue it right there. And close that and make that match a little better. I think I am on this one. Just take your paper and put a little bit of glue all three sides so it will lay down. Now I'm going to glue this. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that side just because of the holes. I don't want this. And I'm going to come across here with a little glue. And then fold it over just like that. And I'm trying to be gentle because this paper is slippery and your glue, my glue's coming out. So just make sure you have a little paper towel or something to wipe that up if you put too much on. So now we're going to do this side. I'm going to ink it. Actually, I should have ink back here. And I forgot my little thumb notch right there. You could do the inking afterwards. It's just easier if you do it now. So I'm gonna put glue here and then all the way down this line right here. Then I'm going to also glue across the bottom here. I'm going to do both of these little edges right there too to get the sides of those holes. You won't see these, but I don't want to. See all the ink squirting out or glue? Why do I keep saying ink? I don't know what I'm talking about. So that is our pocket. I'm not sure what to call this pocket, but so that's two pockets. Then I was going to show you how to make this one maybe. I'm going to use this as my front page because I like that food. So what I'm doing is just taking and folding this over. And you can get that steep or you can do a little less. So you fold it like this. I'm going to cut this excess out again. And just put a little bit of glue right there to hold it down. You know what? I think I had it down for the other one, didn't I? Then I'm going to line my pages up and I'm going to put glue, let's see, right about here on this side. But with this one, because of that little edge that's so cute that I want to keep, I'm having to glue 2 times. So if you see, I've got a little layer right there, and then I went out just a little bit, so one will go right there on that edge and one will go on the other. And you'll see glue popping out in a second because I got too much, I think. I think we're fixing to get a storm here. That looks pretty good, I think. Not sure about that. I'm going to go ahead and ink it so you can see it better. I'm not sure how this ink is going to do on this particular. So, I wouldn't mind having that nutrition thing right there. Yeah. So I just folded it where I thought I might want it, and it reaches. The angle is not as important as the fact that you have one part of your page down here reaching this side and you have another part over here, and you could bring this up to where it's a little bit closer and line those up if you wanted to. That would be cool. And I'm just trimming again. I'm going to do this several times. I do think I want to match that up to where it kind of can be seen through there. That looks nice. I'll get all the way down. No. So I'm gonna glue on here. Maybe I can. I'll get my holes in and go across here. I do have a Teflon mat, but I was trying not to use it so that you could see the measurements, but I may have to get it out because I'm making a mess. Maybe not. Okay. So I'm going to take another one. Which one do I want this time? I like that. I wonder if I could do like a little. Yep, I'm getting hungry. Uh-oh. I need to fold just a little bit more. Yeah, so I do need the angle to come like a point right there. I just have to rearrange my piece of paper. too full now. Wait a minute. I don't want to cover that whole side up. And I am using Vintage Photo just because it was sitting here. So now, just trim this edge off. Keep these extras. Really don't know if I want to put something there, but I can. Let me see what we got. This book's got a lot of recipes. A lot of pictures. I want this to go that way. What about that? Or would I like something like this a little better? With that color. What do you think? I think I want that right in there. Like this. So I'm just going to come down and I'm doing it again. Let me see where I want to be at. Right about there. So do I want anything on this bottom right here? I could do like this. I don't know if it would. Could have a sideways one. Really, I'm not saying I don't care. I like it. I want to do this, I have to go this way. Just keep folding little angles. You'll eventually get there. And since I do have a couple of little crease lines, I think I'm going to go ahead and put another piece on top of this one. Let me see. What about there? So I've got quite a few layers on here. I can't count and glue at the same time, so you have to give me a minute. So the bottom is definitely sturdier than the top, but this material, this paper is pretty good paper, so I actually kind of like that. Use it. So what I do when I have a project like this that I'm working on, I got these baskets at the Dollar Tree, and this one has all my stuff. I know I'm changing subject again. For this project, there got more stuff down in there, and when I get done with all of this, the scraps and stuff will go in that box in case I need it before I'm finished. Because like this here, I could use these scraps I could use as a decoration or something. Believe me, there's all kinds of ways to find it. I'm not sure, get my mouth straight. I'm not sure what colors I'm going to go with yet. I was looking on Pinterest, did a lot of different Pinterest things. They do a lot of reds and, you know, kitchen red and plaids. I just don't, I mean, I do have red nails right now, which is, if you know me, you know that is just totally unbelievable that I have red nails. My mom has already said something 3 times in the last couple of weeks about my red nails, just because she knows I like my purples and my greens. But I'm gonna go next week. I've just been running. So I'm going to trim this off a little bit right there. So that pocket is done. We've got 1, 2, see right there, you got to watch, make sure you ain't glued yourself together. I just kind of run my hand gently in there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages of cookbook on here. We got our cookbook, didn't we? Okay, so now I have another one I want to show you. And I do think I'm going to trim this edge off just because I don't want it catching a lot. And since this is kind of thin, what I'm going to do is glue this down. And actually I have more than one page here. I like this one the best. So we'll save the other one. It can still be used as a pocket or something. I just really wanted this one to go on there. Yeah, we're getting some storms. I don't know if you hear it. So what I did was I just took one sheet of paper, Cookbook, regular paper, scrapbook paper, I don't know if you could do it with cardboard, but cardstock and stuff you can. So what I'm gonna do, I've got my top up here, my bottom down here. With this one, I'm gonna try and come close to this picture. I'm gently scoring right there. Same thing over here, I'm just gently scoring, because if you score too hard on this kind of paper, you will wind up going through your paper, and then you'll be upset because your paper is not working. Now, I could go ahead and fold that down. I don't know, we might in just a minute. So, let's see if I can show y'all the lines where we're at. Okay. This is our top, this is our bottom, and right there are our edges. What I'm gonna do is take this little piece of paper and see right here, that section. I want to go just barely past the mark, like right there. So if I'm over here, same thing. Let me see if I can. I want to go barely over that mark to the outside. I don't want to cut right to it. Down here, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to kind of angle and cut. Well, this is up here. Okay. To get turned around so I'm right. So at the top, we're just trimming so that it'll fold much easier, and you won't have all that bulk out there. And then down here at the bottom, I'm going to turn back over, because you can do it from either side. You're just trimming. So if you look right here, my fold, there's not all that bulk right in here because I trimmed it off. I'm just gonna crease my little spots here. See how they're kind of laying over each other? Really nice. Yeah, there we go. I like that much better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink these pockets that we just made up. And then probably going to do some sewing, because I do want some sewing on mine. But the inking and the sewing is not a requirement of the swap, so you do not have to do it. So I will see you back here in a few minutes. One thing I do when I'm getting ready to put all these in, I have these pockets here. And you'll notice that I have paper clips. What I do is I go looking through here, trying to decide, like this one, I'm gonna glue it down right here and make a tuck out of that. And right now I've just got it pinned because I'm still thinking about if that's what I want to do. Same thing here, I just took a paper clip and clipped that down. This page, I had these down and I took them off. Let's see. I don't remember now what I had on here because I wanted to kind of leave this beautiful colors right there. I could put this pocket right here. You know what? I think I actually had both of them on the same page. What I want to do is put some stuff over here to help level up the page, because that one's kind of heavy. Let's try this size. So this one has pockets. I may have had this one right here, because that one's heavier. And I just go through here looking at my signatures and kind of thinking, do I want to put this here or that there? This, I think I'm wanting to cover the whole page, and I may just glue this piece of scrapbook paper onto that page, but it is kind of heavy too. Let's see. What I can do is measure it. And I always try to take the back side and measure. So right there I want to cut. And then right in here. And I do use my paper cutter to get it halfway straight. And we're going to save these pieces. They go in our little basket because they match with our other stuff. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue this on because I don't like that page. It doesn't have any pretty stuff. Well, it has a dinosaur. I do like the dinosaurs. But at the same time, I can kind of show you how to utilize these magazine pages as a base for a journal or for a page. So I'm just gonna pull this one out. I am very curious to where I'm going to go in this journal as far as decorating it, because it's big. I'm not sure if I'm going to put anything yet on this page, because I may use this for like a big belly band page or something. I do think I'm going to go ahead and glue this pocket down right here, just to work with the view and show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm putting glue, and I should have this turned over the other way. So this is my top right here. I'm going to put my fingers where the top's going to be. And you can glue all this, but what I like to do is just glue the three sides, and that gives me an extra pocket back here. And right now I haven't covered this up, but I might before it's over. Keep something like that. Put this back in here. Glue this on right. Actually, that would be perfect size to cover up that part. And then I just need something to cover here. Let me see. Actually, this is a nice picture. That might look good right there. This could make another pocket also, so let's see what we can do with that. So I'm going to fold that in, and this time I'm not going to use the scoreboard. I'm just going to fold it up, kind of like we were doing. So see, this pocket's not going to be sewn, but that's okay. We don't have to have them all sewn, because I could just put this on here and say, okay, you're done, but I don't think I want to do that. I want to make it into a pocket. And I do want to fold that over just to give it a little more strength. So before I start gluing, I'm going to trim my corners. I don't think I need that much on the bottom, so I'm going to trim some of it. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to trim right there. Glue that flap down. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on these little pieces right there. So I'm going to put glue right here, right here, and then I'm going to go down here to my other side and put glue right here. Now what I didn't do, and I could do, which I don't think I am because of that chandelier, but we're going to take this and fold those in. I don't want it up too high, right about there maybe. And the reason I don't want it too high is because I'm going to kind of squeeze those in just a little bit to give it a little room for getting stuff in and out. So, and that's another reason I don't want to put the pocket all the way to the edge of the paper. I like that, looks good. So then I was going to put this on here, was I was going to put it up here. Just going to cover up my food. Let's see what else I got. I got some little ones. What about this? That's too big. So I'm just looking through here to see if I see anything in this particular. That would be nice. I did. Okay. So what I could do, make a pocket out of this. I'm just trying to fold up a nice little neat pocket area right here. Because what I want to do is glue that down and make 2 pockets. So I'll leave a little bit because this paper is very thin. I don't know if you can see how thin. It's like newspaper thin. So what I'm doing is very crookedly making a pocket. So I'm going to put that up right there. I'm going to cut this at an angle like we've been doing. And then I'm going to fold this over. And this is going to fold under, I think. I don't think I need that much. I just wanted enough to keep a little. So I'm going to put glue down here. And I don't really need that long of one or wide, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it. So that will close that side off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck that in just to give it a little more sturdiness at the bottom. And I'm going to cut those in, cut these in, and I am leaving this much room, excuse me, because of the thickness of the paper like we were talking about earlier. This needs the structure. Actually, I do like this. It's just a little busy though. I could make it even busier like this. Glue that down the middle. I actually kind of like it. This is my thought process, how I go about figuring out what I might like. It's just where do I want to put it? It's the bigger question. I'm going to leave it there for now. I think it's just getting late and I'm getting tired. So if I would leave this one here, I'm going to need to do something to stabilize that. We'll see. I have this big one here that I was going to do. We've made a few pockets, put a few pockets in, and kind of looked and previewed where we might want to put pockets and used paper clips to hold those in place. This is kind of the way that I go about deciding how to lay out my pockets and belly bands and tucks and stuff like that. So I will be putting up more videos probably over the next couple of weeks on some more pockets. The next video I'm going to cover belly bands and tucks, and then we'll go to tags and journaling cards. I'm trying to break them up a little bit so you have more of an option of what you're looking at. But thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me today, and I look forward to seeing your cookbook creations over the next couple of weeks.